Well, it is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome, your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. Bringing them out to one of the league's all-time leading passers. Captured his first MVP award last season. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Stafford. Look at that power. Deep left side. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out and celebrating now a decade in the NFL. This is Patrick Mahomes.
This guy has just rewritten so much of what it means to play quarterback. Kind of like the Steph Curry, quite honestly, of the NFL, where Steph just changed the game as a three-point shooter. Patrick's done the same at quarterback. He just still has a skill set that very few have ever had playing the position.
Play action, Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. And now it is 4th and 17.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. As the Rams get back out there, here's a look at defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, Steve Spagnuolo. And for Spagnuolo, a chance to actually face the team he once ran as head coach. He led the Rams when they were back in St. Louis from 2009 to 2011. Bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll have him 4 and the 1st down as he's brought to a stop.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock, at 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Up the gut they go with Williams. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Stafford now. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. They send Nakua in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They stay on the ground with Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Okay, you know what those runs are equivalent to me in basketball? Those are like made free throws, right? You want to assume you get to the free throw line, they go in. You want to assume when you hand the ball off, you get positive yards. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, it builds confidence.
A 2nd down throw from Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that gives LA the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down for Stafford, and he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Right side into the hands of Adams. Jukes away from one. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Man in motion here. Williams does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
He was brought down by
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Stafford to pass here on 2nd down. And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyler Higbee on the 12th play of that series. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. You put a receiver in motion left. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
He's taken down at the
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. To the air, Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. Given 2 yards, stop made pretty quickly there. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
All set to go now from the 35. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And that ties things at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Corum now on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33.
The Rams headed out to the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
First down now, ball at the 33. They go with Williams on the counter. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Williams. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Stafford. He's got a man left. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Stafford back to throw. Connects with Adams again. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw, Stafford. And that's incomplete. He was there to apply the contact and force the ball out at the perfect time. And that also forces a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw Mahomes. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes now. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. He's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like, about 7.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
2nd down, Mahomes. He can run it. Out of bounds he goes after about a 5-yard pickup. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The motion a receiver left. On 3rd down, Walker. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Play action, Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Thornton. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Walker now from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They send the tight end in motion. From the red zone now.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. And this is through the end zone and incomplete. Looked like he was just getting rid of that one, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that throw.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Makes the catch. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
No gain on the play.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
He's brought down at the
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action now for Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Here's Stafford. That one's cut along the left sideline. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
And a Rams
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Throw wheeled in by Whittington. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
It's a loss of a yard.
That's called playing downhill with a capital D. These safeties, they love to see that play. And that ball caught in front of him, and he came down in a hurry and knocked it backwards.
Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Stafford now. That's over the middle and money to Nakua. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
A couple different thoughts and methodologies here. You could take it slow and methodical, taking completions. Or in that case, you could tee it high and try to let it fly.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the red zone on first. And he's just going to heave this out through the end zone, incomplete, 2nd down. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though we did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
The 2nd down throw from Stafford. Catch made. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that first down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Screen here for Williams. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Trying to run it in, Corum. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Blake Corum capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut.
makes the
And they
score
jump ahead by
Rams
4.
14, Chiefs 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Mejio with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Throwing is Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
This difference maker, well, he's up to 5 catches now for the game. And what I love about this, Kate, these are the contested catches. It may not show up as a lot of yardage, but these are the kind of catches you gain trust with the quarterback and much more importantly with the rest of your teammates.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He tucks it and takes off. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the 1st down for him. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs needing 4 points. New set of downs for them from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Oh, he's going for it again. And Mahomes has enough for the 1st as he slides down to avoid that contact.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. A give up the gut to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Quinton late on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. Kelsey's got it right side. And after making a catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Back to throw. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the Rams' 44-yard line.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Setting up to pass. And you can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense has been doing their job.
Here he is to throw. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here he is to throw. Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes. He won't have this one. Incomplete. They got him the 1st and goal on the prior play. Couldn't follow up with the score here, so now it's 2nd and goal. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure and nails it. And now an opposing field goal will only tie us here.
Chiefs 17, Rams 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
35-yard line.
Just about done here, only 9 seconds remaining. Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And they've got a first down. Give them a gain of 13 on that previous play. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Looking at our likely final play here. To throw, Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they let first down stand since it worked out well for them. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.